Hi, little peepers. I'm missing one of you. Oh, no, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, their eyes are open, and they've almost blown all of their little down feathers. Super, super cute. Cute. They're looking good, looking like mom. She buzzed me a while back. I wasn't even up here. What I do worry about is, well, we have 2 cats over here that we use for pest control, and they have not bothered them. Yes, they can make it up here if they chose to. Point of point of interest, point of information, that roof back there at the very peak, Boots, when we first got her, ran up this wall and went in that ceiling. She went up in the soffit up there. So yes, they can get up here. I don't think they try, and hopefully they won't. And that's the baby birds for the day. Didn't see that still happening. Haven't seen that happen in quite some time. This one's up and about, which is good. Kind of, I don't like the mornings where I'm walking over here thinking, 50-50, she's still with us. Talk about some stuff in a minute. Yep. That was funny. More than a couple people commented about how much poop is in one morning or one overnight. So this is actually a 24-hour period. As you can see, every tiny little black speck you see is a goat turd. So generally, and it depends on how much they're eating and coming back to the barn and pooping. When it's hot like this, they're not usually eating as much. And they're also, but they're also, I guess I should say, coming back to the barn more often to lay in here out of the sun. Even though they have plenty of shade up there, they have plenty of shade over here on the porch. But so it varies on the day how much they're eating. On a perfect 72 and sunny day, they might eat twice as much food, but they're not coming back to the barn as much, so there's less poop in here. When it's real hot or real cold, they're coming back and they're pooping more. But I would say typically you're looking at what essentially is, if anybody knows, if you guys know what a 5-gallon bucket, the size of a 5-gallon bucket, essentially it's enough poop to fill a 5-gallon bucket every day. Some days when it's real bad and they're coming back to the barn and pooping more, or they're eating more, and a bunch of variables, but some days it's 2 5-gallon buckets. So 10 gallons of crap. 5 to 10 gallons of crap on a daily. That is with 19 adult goats and 21 baby goats. So yeah. And like you guys have seen, I've tried to kind of loop you in to my mornings. So sometimes I start the camera after I got the floor all swept and I got it cleaned and I got the lime down and it looks good. Sometimes I record without the sweeping, so you never see the end result. Or sometimes I'll let the babies out first, get everybody out of the barn, and then I'll clean up after I shoot video. So the barn gets swept, and days like this when they're peeing a lot, they're drinking a lot, so they're peeing a lot, gets limed every morning so there's not a slippery spot, nobody falls down and gets hurt. Try to sweep the porch every day as well. But yeah, that's the basic maintenance in the morning. Athena went in here with her mom. I wanted to talk because a lot of people mentioned Crystal's mash. So our what the molasses is going to do as part of that mash is provide that sugar energy. I could give her, I could make up a mash with molasses and minerals. This has every mineral in it that they're going to need under the sun, along with mineral in the feeder over there, and probiotics. So this is a paste. Replimon Gel Plus is a paste, and it has everything they need in it. So that's what I've been giving her, and I'm going to continue to give that to her. I'm going to give her probiotics, which also has a bunch of good stuff in it for them. And I think we're at a watch and wait kind of scenario. Every other baby that we've treated exactly the same is doing great. So it was Big Red and Tiny Herc, and they're both absolutely fantastic now. So some of them just hit different, you know. I actually caught her the soonest. These guys I caught, but I don't know exactly what phase they were in when I caught them. But Athena actually was perfect the night before, about 7 p.m. And then she was fine that morning. And I know specifically because her family was coming to pick her up. She was fine that morning when I came over here and I took care of the goats. And they were getting here at 3 p.m. And I came over here at 2:45 to 2:50. So 10 to 15 minutes prior to her pickup. And that's the first time I saw her actually having the poops. So, unknown. We're working through it. I've been leaving her on her mom so she can have mom overnight and be able to have all the nutrition she needs. And then we'll get her on the Replimune gel and keep her on that. This is not babies. I can't do cool videos like Tower Cam today because, no, come on, Mr. Snow. No, you're not getting extra food today. I gotta go. Mr. Snow has been being spoiled by me. Look, bro. No. Okay, collar on. Go. Get out of here, you goof. Get out of here, you goof. Get out of here, you goof. So, I baby Mr. Snow because I think, you know, sometimes Gummy and Marmar, oh, I've seen him fight them off of his food, though, but sometimes it gets me in the feels as he does, and I feel like he doesn't get enough food in the morning, even though he does. He looks stellar. So I'll leave his little chubby butt in there and give him an extra half portion. And now the babies. That's all I can really say on that. Uh-oh. Yep, we got problems. I did it wrong. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. All right, I'm going to have to... When you get in a hurry, you end up costing yourself time. Don't do things in the right order. I've been, the 5 girls that are out on the porch, I've been feeding out on the porch. I usually close the doors so I can let the babies out without anybody running into their stall. So this is going to be a shorty today, guys. I'll probably be editing it while I'm sitting at a craft show. It's going to be a hot one. I've been pouring sweat already this morning. Your mom is in here, baby. Hang on one second. Your mom, your sister, your grandma. Cousins, technically. She popped right up this morning when I came in. She went over to her mom to get some food. She's aggressively following her. So hopefully her tum-tum is turning around. I'm going to go ahead and give her Replimune and Probios this morning. Make sure she's packed full of minerals, vitamins. Why are you fighting Pollux? Did he start it? He is the Dark Knight. Don't mess with him. But this is really going to be it. I got to get out of here, get packed up, and head off to the show. It's a very... I don't always understand show coordinators. We have to be there at or before noon and be set up by 1, and it doesn't start until 5, I believe. So then we have 4 hours to just sit there in the baking sun. It makes 0 sense. 0 sense. Last night's show, we had to be there by 4, set up by 5, and done. We got there at, because H was working, we got there at about 3:15. we were set up by 3:30. We're like rock stars at our setup teardown. We were set up by 3:15 or 3:30 and ready to go by 4. Show didn't start until 5. We left a little early just in case. It was our first time. We had no idea what we were in for. But we could have gotten there at 4, been set up by 4:15, 4:30, and ready to go at 5. And everybody else, there were people rolling in at like 4, 4:15. This was the first time this show has ever been done, so I'll give her some slack or some credit. She doesn't even need any. She did it right. But to get to a show 5 hours ahead of time, oh, you found your wiener, didn't you? Don't put it in your mouth. Okay, well, that happened. So what's today? So we have show today. It doesn't end until 10, I believe. It's about an hour away, so we'll be home at 11. I'll take care of goats, get up, and then we have the same show tomorrow. So the plan now is Sunday to get the top wire put on the FYP out here. Boys have been fed, girls have been fed, and I've got to put this down so I can take care of Athena, get her the stuff she needs, and then get packed up and get out of here. So again, guys, we're going to do the Jumpstart Plus and the Replimon gel. I could put it into a mash, into a paste with molasses. Molasses would give her just some boosted energy, which the B complex will do the same thing. I'm going to hit her with this. Just keep an eye on her. She actually looks better today. Those are the scary ones. Because I'm like, oh, she's turned a corner, and then I come home and she's dead. And I hate that. I freaking hate that with all my soul. So, yep. Get her done.